The confusion we often hear, it happens every day. You return from mass and someone smiles and say, "Father, how was service today?" Or maybe, "Sister, hope you went to service this morning." It sounds polite, but in the Catholic Church, that word service doesn't mean what people think. Many Catholics, without realizing it, have borrowed a Protestant word and used it in place of a sacred one, the Mass. But wait, why does this matter? Aren't both Mass and service just worship? Let's go deeper. What a service means. The word service is commonly used in Protestant and evangelical communities to describe their gathering for prayer, preaching, and worship. A service is a time of fellowship and scripture reflection centered on the word and prayer, but not the Eucharist. It is a beautiful act of worship, but it does not include the service of Christ made present on the altar. So when our separated brethren say Sunday service, they mean the time they gather to hear the word, sing and pray together. That's why Catholics must be careful, because what happens in a service and what happens in the Mass are not the same reality. What the Mass really is. The word Mass comes from the Latin missa, meaning to be sent. It comes from the final words to the priest, ite missa est. Go forth, the Mass is ended. But deeper than the name is the mystery itself. The Mass is not just a prayer meeting. It is the representation, not a repetition, of the one sacrifice of Jesus Christ on Calvary, made present sacramentally on the altar. At Mass, heaven touches earth. Christ, the eternal high priest, offers himself again, not in pain, but in glory, for the salvation of the world. That's why we say the Mass is a sacrifice before it is a service. It is the highest form of worship possible on earth because it is Christ himself who offers and is offered. So when a Catholic says, "I am going to Mass," they are saying, "I am going to Calvary to stand at the foot of the cross, to witness the saving sacrifice of Christ made present." When can we say service in the Catholic Church? Now, it's true that the Church also uses the word service, but in a different sense. We talk of divine office or liturgy of the hours as a prayer service, funeral service when no Mass is offered, communion service led by a deacon or lay minister when a priest is absent, penitential service, adoration service, or healing service. So, in Catholic language, service means a gathering of prayer without the Eucharistic sacrifice. But once the Holy Eucharist, the body and blood of Christ, is offered on the altar, it ceases to be just a service. It becomes the Holy Mass, the Eucharistic sacrifice. Why words matter? Our words shape our faith. If we call the Mass service, we risk forgetting what makes it unique, the presence of Christ himself in the Eucharist. Calling it Mass reminds us that we are not spectators at worship, we are participants at Calvary. The priest is not just leading prayers, he is standing in persona Christi, in the person of Christ, offering the once for all sacrifice of the Lamb. So, the next time someone asks, when someone says, "How was service today?" smile and answer gently, "We don't call it service, it was the Holy Mass." Because service is good, but the Mass is holy. Service is man reaching out to God, but the Mass is God coming down to man. And that's the difference between prayer and sacrifice, between fellowship and salvation. Before you go, know this. Every time we attend Mass, heaven opens, angels adore, saints join in, and the same Jesus who hung on the cross stands before us on the altar saying again, "This is my body, this is my blood." So no, dear friends, we didn't just go to service, we went to Calvary. And from there, we are sent, ite missa est, to bring Christ to the world. I believe you have learned so much today. Thank you very much for watching. To support this channel, kindly click on the super thanks, share our videos, click on the like, and subscribe to our channel. Click on the join button to become a member of this channel. God bless you abundantly. To our returning subscribers, God bless you. And to our new subscriber, you are welcome. Here is where we teach the Catholic doctrine and Catholic liturgy as it unfolds. God bless you.